full video is available at monexpansion.com. You'll get tool to self-coach yourself and other video that I made with amazing people. Cheers. So artists, why should they care about journalism for themselves?
So for themselves. So this is a long-standing pet peeve of mine. People doing amazing stuff and not talking about this. And people talking about the showering millionaires for hours without anybody laughing them. Sorry, professional sports. It's 20 guys showering together every day. Go ball, whatever. And as an industry, the whole of post-production VFX has gotten used to become the underdog. Yeah, I'm doing something. I don't want to bore you with the explanation, which is stupid because we're asking actors about their fitness regime. And you can also ask a compositor about his work on layers and what his note tree looks like. Come on, people.
True, yeah.
And one of the reasons is that in the last decades, this understanding, it's happening in the computer, so it's not going to be talked about, which is bullshit. Computer is a tool like anything else. And with the importance that VFX has in modern movies, so this is a vital part, probably. And we know a couple of VFX studios doing only that, more than the makeup routine of their lead actors. So we have to learn about it. So I had this.
Maybe we can learn, you mentioned the makeup routine. For example, what was it? The Grinch. That's the last one I remember from Jim Carrey.
Yep.
And I guess what the VFX artists can learn out of this is bring a little bit more personality into the way they show stuff, right?
Yes, that as well. But also VFX people have to understand nobody would watch any of the big Marvel movies if it wasn't for them. Imagine Thor or Hulk or Avengers without VFX.
Yeah.
Would you watch that? Could that even...
That's going to be pretty boring.
Yeah. And the Avatar movies would be basically Sesame Street with blue hand puppets. Otherwise, no. And so it's important what we're doing, and we have to do, and we have to tell people about that because nobody's going to listen if we don't tell them, or nobody can listen if we don't tell them. So on a meta level, I think as an industry, we have to start talking about what we're actually doing, how complex it is, but also how creative and vital it is, because otherwise it's... in 10 years, there's still going to be no VFX, no CGI, and they're showing pictures with blue screens, which was one of my personal low points of the last year. When the year before that with Barbie and The Guardian, which I always thought was a good newspaper, was having an article about, in Barbie where there were no VFX shots and no CG, and the header image was the actress in front of a blue screen. How do you think the blue screen disappears? Pixies! And so, we have to talk about this. And if as an artist it becomes normal about talking about your work on a professional level, then we are a step in the right direction. So I
guess I'm playing the devil advocates. There is also client's limitation to that because it has to be about, you have NDA and all of that, of course. I'm just making two examples of what I did at Rodeo because I'm fully convinced about what you're saying. And I faced some struggle.
And those are problems which actually I face day to day, but they're quite easy to circumvent. So with the NDA, so let's say you're an artist and I'm telling you, so you write the article now, while everything is still fresh in your head, or just after you finish the show, so everything is fresh. Then you go to the producer or the representative of the producer saying, oh, listen, this amazing work, I can publish this day the movie opens. So you get some more reach.
Yeah, true.
One thing. Second thing is whenever somebody of the people says, can you do that for cheaper? You get exposure. You say, yes, but I can publish whatever the fuck I want. If exposure is a currency, then the article is a coin. So also when you're getting involved in a project, if it's a small thing, a passion thing, or something interesting, tell the people upfront, guys, I'm going to do a write-up about this, or I want to do a write-up. Is this okay with you? Then there's some things you have to do while you're writing it up, which we're going to talk on later, but tell them what you're going to do. why you're doing it. And if you get pushback, ask them really why. Because, for example, the Deadpool movie, yeah, I know why they gave their pushback. Probably because at least one person thought, I want the whole world to think that this one was real.
Yeah.
So you have to be a bit careful about what you're talking about, that you're not a...
And it was bad timing because normally we would be able to publish something like this. It just that really specifically at that moment, there were some kind of... but I guess coming back to the artist, the big benefits of doing that, even if it's not published, is that it was showing how much I was passionate about the craft, right?
Exactly.
And it really changed my career path.
And the thing is, so from the meta point, we should all talk about our industry more, to the professional part. In 10 years' time, you won't remember what you did on that show anymore. Because people, you're going to get old, you're going to forget things. It's going to be a good day when you leave the house and remember to put on pants. And so for building your career, it's very good to keep basically a diary and just take a couple of hours after the show is finished, after you sobered up from the rap party or from a premiere.
Yeah.
Sit down. What did you do? Exactly. Not I did compositing, but I made this shot, I made that shot. Write down who you worked with, who were your immediate peers, who was your supervisors, who were the interns, whom did you show which trick to? Oh yeah. So little Max, I told him about CryptoMat and what this is and this thing. So, and for a professional, that's good. You get to remember that. I'm going to guarantee after a couple of projects, this is going to become fun. And then when you realize that this is another way to talk about this project was for you personally, not the studio, not the production company, not media in general. No, this was your part of it. And you tell this, even just to a blank page. It's going to help you reflect, cherish the memories, and maybe learn a bit what you did and didn't do correctly. And after a while, when you're out of a job, you're gonna have this amazing thing you can do. You can send somebody your show reel. Oh, by the way, if you want to know what I did exactly there, here's the link, here's the link, here's the link, here's the link. So if you aren't hired by a HR droid using some AI software, but by a seasoned supervisor. A supervisor doesn't look at the show reel. He wants to know what you did at it.